We're going to do the MIR-Method tonight again. It's been 2 weeks, it's been 2 long weeks, so many things that happen, I think in your life too. I'm very happy that you are with me at this moment. We're going to do the MIR-Method, the 9 steps, and before that I'm going to talk to you about the special abilities that every human being has, but that we not always develop. On the other hand, there are so many things going on. The energy on Earth is rising, so we are developing these abilities all by itself, whether we work on them or not. And I'm talking about telepathy, I'm talking about clairvoyance, I'm going to talk about some more of these. I find personally the special abilities fantastically interesting. I really enjoy talking about it. First of all, I want to welcome, if you are new here, if this is the first time you join me in the webinar, welcome. I hope it does you much good when you do the 9 steps with me and with the whole group. And so thank you for joining me. And if you have done the MIR-Method before, then welcome back. I'm glad you want to join me again and join the whole group, so that we together can make a difference in the world. Because I believe very strongly that every time we do the MIR-Method as a group, with minimum 8 people, we make a difference, because there's this unity of energy that goes around between all the people that are watching now. And this gives an increase in the healing energy that we are drawing in towards us by doing the MIR-Method. And because we do it as a group, it is amplified. And this is something I know through the work of Lynn McTaggart, this scientific journalist. I love her books. She has this amazing ability to look at the more invisible powers that we have, and she proves scientifically that it exists, that it is there, and that we can develop it. So totally interesting. I'm going to get the presentation here. Oh yeah, I want to say special thanks to the MIR-Method coaches. Thanks to you. You can help people, and you can help people to find what is really going on deep inside them. And a MIR-Method coach can find it out, can work on it with you very quickly, and that really speeds up your whole healing process. So if you want to give yourself a very big gift, then just go to a MIR-Method coach and ask this person to work with you, because it's very beneficial for your health. All right, if you want to have a good immune system, you need to relax. You need to find things that help you let go of everything and just be with yourself and be, relaxed, not thinking so much about things and not worrying, and you do that when you have a hobby, or when you are with someone you really love, or when you are with a pet. So it's important to relax. It's also important to detox. So look at what you eat, what you drink, and make sure you let it all go out of your body. Healthy food and water is also, of course, very important. So please choose the healthy things. Every time you make a very small decision to choose between something unhealthy and something healthy, you win. So every little time you do that, you win again, and your body is happy. And last one, be cheerful. Try to find cheerfulness in everything you do. You don't have to be cheerful all day long, but if you are sad, that's very putting your whole immune system down. And of course, you may have big reasons to be sad, of course, and if you need to mourn, you need to mourn. If you are, however, capable, find something valuable or something you can be happy about. For example, in nature, when you look at a flower and the flower is really beautiful, and you look at it, how wonderful it is and how amazing nature is. It's so good to look at it and to to take it in and feel the cheerfulness, the happiness you can find with that. So nature is a very good source for cheerfulness. And your body really loves it, so it helps your whole body. I'm going to talk about special abilities. I'm talking about telepathy. You know, when you want to phone a friend or a mother or father, mostly mothers, and you phone them and they say, "Oh, I was just thinking about you." Well, that's telepathy. I know you have come across that. Remote viewing, people are capable of looking in a far distance. In their mind, they can look at another building. They can go inside the building, go into a certain room, look into a cabin, look into the files and read what is on the file. This is something I can do it also. You can train this, and there are courses in doing this, and that means that there are no secrets on earth. Everybody can learn this, and that's a good thing, because we don't need to have secrets for each other or for, like, from government to the people. That there need not be any secret. However, when I do remote viewing, what I did was I had a photo in an envelope and it was sealed, so I didn't know what was inside. And when I was looking with my inner eye to the picture that was in the envelope, then I not only could see fragments of what is on the picture, but I also felt much more strongly, I felt the feelings of the person that was in the picture. And I also felt the feelings of the photographer who took the picture. So I'm not so fond of doing those games, because I don't like to feel all these feelings. And that has to do with this one, the last one, to be empathic. So I'm very strongly empathic, and that means I can feel the feelings of others. And the hardest part of being an empath, I know many of you are empaths, the hardest thing is to know when it is your feelings or when it is somebody else's feeling. So to train that's most important. Clairvoyance, I skipped that one. So be able to see special things like energies or auras, but also to have insight in somebody's hidden agenda, or to be able to look forward in the future, or to envision a new project. That's also a kind of clairvoyance. Seeing auras, I already mentioned that one. Premonition, that's also a very interesting one. Many people have this. They have they know something's coming, or they can see something's coming. I had this story from a man who was on the highway, and all of a sudden, intuitively, he just moved his car to the right and stopped the car. In the same moment, there was a huge traffic jam here, and just like 300 meters before him, there was a car crash. And he would have been in that car crash had he not listened to his intuition. Great, huh? Those examples there are so many people that encounter these kinds of things. So when your intuition says, don't go there, or just do this, then do that. Listen to your intuition. It may save your life even. Now, if you do the MIR-Method, with step 9, you will develop the special abilities. However, if you don't want to develop them, you won't. So you can stop it, because many people don't like being clairvoyant. When they had, for example, they were able to see deceased people when they were a child, and that's so frightening. So if that has happened to you, you may not want to have that part open again. So then you don't develop that. However, you can also develop another part of your gift. Like with clairvoyance, you can also not develop the part with the deceased people, but you can develop the seeing of the auras, or seeing in the future, or seeing. So there are many things you can do. So you can always develop part of an ability. So the MIR-Method will help you anyway to develop. Because in the end, it is great to be able to have these abilities, because that's when humanity is going to thrive. You know that we have, from our whole DNA, an average of only 3% is on. So we only use like 3% of our DNA. Like 97% of our DNA is not on, it's off. Now, what would happen if we would switch it on? Wouldn't we then have our special abilities? That's what I believe. So yeah, we have a lot to learn, a lot to develop. Now, the biggest mistake you can make is work from your ego. So if you have special abilities and you go like, hey, do you know what I can do? And you may develop some vanity, that's not a nice thing. You see that sometimes with gurus, people who have special abilities like healing or mind reading. They may start to boast about it and to have a lot of ego. They may have some arrogance, and then they may start doing things that are not so very pure. So that's like something you might want to not risk. Don't risk that. Also with channeling, if people can channel, if there's something with your ego when you have like parts of yourself that are weak, for instance, you have a weak spot for attention or for appreciation. If you never had appreciation in your childhood and you have not healed that, when you start to channel, you may risk that you have the wrong guides on your channeling. So you might start to hear things that are wrong or off, or give people the wrong direction. And that is a risk. So what can you do? We all have a task. We all have to heal traumas. If we want to create peace on earth, we need to heal our traumas. We need to look at them and go through them. You don't have to relive them. I'm not talking about that, but you have to go through it to sort of say goodbye to it. So heal the traumas and use, for example, the MIR-Method to do that. And look at negative issues. So you may be a person that can be jealous. And look at this jealousy. Why is it there? What is triggering you into be jealous? What if you only look at the outside of your face? What if you don't work on your inside, but you're always busy with your skin and the hair and the makeup and the nails and never pay attention to your heart or your soul, because those are so important to develop. Maybe you have a lot of anger issues inside and you don't address it. That may cause other people around you to be very, very light-footed because they don't want you to be angry. So they go around you like, ugh. Now that's something that's not a good thing when you have special abilities. You really need to address your anger and deal with it. So look at the negative issues. So if you want to work with special abilities, if you want to develop them, you really need to work on yourself and stay the modest, loving person that you are. All right. Here's a book, Super Psychics. You can read it if you like. And it's written by Paul Dong and Thomas Raffel. And they tell stories about children, special children in China that have very super psychic abilities. The book is hard to get in the Netherlands, so you need to look on the internet, and I have heard that it's online, downloadable. I'm not sure about it, but very, very interesting. When we do the MIR-Method together, we will give a jump start on our special abilities. And we also have a strong feeling of connection. When we do it together, our hearts will make a connection. That's a good idea, isn't it? And it will have a strong effect. So the MIR-Method will work stronger when we do it as a group. and it will have a larger effect on the surrounding, which is good because we want to create peace around us. So that's good. And I know this because of the work of Lynn McTaggart. I'm starting to reread her first book, The Field, because there are so many interesting things in there. Scientifically proven our special abilities as a human being. It's like, yeah, it's totally interesting to read it. All right, we're going to do the MIR method together. So please start caressing your hand, your skin very gently. Know that you love yourself. You are loved. You are very important. And it's very important that you are kind to yourself and that you are gentle to yourself, because it's quite, life can be quite hard. So really be gentle as you can for yourself. Okay, we're going to do the MIR method now. Step 1, optimize acidity. Optimize acidity. Optimize acidity. Detox all toxicity. Detox all toxicity. Detox all toxicity. Detach Father. Detach Father. Detach Father. Detach Mother. Detach Mother. Detach Mother. Clear meridians. Clear meridians. Clear meridians. Supplement all shortages. Supplement all shortages. Supplement all shortages. Balance hormone system. Balance hormone system. Balance hormone system. Fulfill basic needs. Fulfill basic needs. Fulfill basic needs. Optimize chakras and aura. Optimize chakras and aura. Optimize chakras and aura. Clarify mission. Clarify mission. Clarify mission. All right. I always wait a little after the 9 steps because there are some people yawning or sighing. Some people actually become really emotional because they feel they really long to have their special abilities again because they know they are in there. All right. Well, I hope it does you much good. And if you want to leave a reaction on the English website, please do, because I really like to read it. And it's also very nice to know what other people's experienced during the webinar. So please leave a reaction, a response on how it was like for you. And I'm going to do this webinar again within 2 weeks. I don't know yet what will be the subject. I have to think about it and to feel it. And yeah, I'm thinking about giving more information from the books of Lynn McTaggart, but I'm not certain yet because it's so interesting. All right, we'll see. I'll tell you in the newsletter. If you want to be a MIR-Method coach, you can look at the courses on the website, the additional techniques course and the other one, Deep Understanding of the MIR-Method. Very interesting to have a deeper look at it, so please look at it and learn it so you can teach others. Thank you for doing that, and thank you for joining me in the webinar, and I'd like to see you again within 2 weeks. I hope you have a great night if you're going to sleep now, and I hope you have a or a great day if you still have the day ahead of you. I wish you lots of energy then. All right, I see you again within 2 weeks. Until then, bye-bye.